is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What's good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. Come check out a quick video. We're going to bring in the new year with my top 10 underrated players. Either they was overlooked in a small market or people just not keeping up with them or don't know much about them. I got a big platform on YouTube, and at the end of the day, I wanted to get some of these people's names out there and see if you guys know them or you don't know much about them, or you might not know the season that they're having because they're not on national TV enough, or an injury happened, or they have had a underrated season. Some of these players, I didn't really want to go with the players everybody else saying, like a Joe Ingles, for example. I don't feel like he underrated because a lot of people are talking about him. And a lot of people know him now because he's been playing well and he played well in the playoffs. So some of these people might be on that type of level, or they might just be having a breakout season and people not really covering it. Honorable mention is Montrezl Harrell. Only reason why I don't have him on this list, and I was going to put him on here, he fits that Joe Ingles bill where people are starting to notice him. He played with the Rockets, so people knew him already, but he's having a breakout season for his standards. Other than that, everybody else should be players that a lot of people might not be aware of or they don't really care about. Number 10 is Bryn Forbes for the San Antonio Spurs. He is having a fantastic season. People thought the Spurs was done after DeJounte Murray went down to All-NBA defender. And I was mad when he went down because I feel like they could have been a very serious contender in the West, considering that you basically trying to defeat the Warriors this year. And the only team that is really showing signs of being consistent right now is the Denver Nuggets, and they're not even fully healthy at this point either. So I definitely want to see what would have happened if DeJounte Murray was healthy. But the next man up, Bryn Forbes, came in there, took his starting time, playing 27 minutes, which is not that much, but he started all 38 games so far, but he's giving you 46 from the field, 42 from three. He's shooting 5 threes a game and shooting them super above average because you want to shoot around 36%, and he's shooting way above that. And he's hitting clutch threes. He's knocking them down in people's face. He's not scared to shoot it, but he really has been a solid player for them, and he knows his role. He knows his strengths, and he has really been a master and an expert at what he does. And he's a guy that if you don't pay attention, he can light you up with 15 to 18 points and sometimes over 20, especially if he gets hot from that three-point line. Number 9, Juan Hernan-Gomez. This is a guy for the Denver Nuggets. He's been blistering people. This guy has huge confidence. He's tall, he's lanky, he can play multiple positions, and the fact that he is blazing from three, like no matter what game I watch, he's usually just torching people. He's shooting better than Bryn Forbes. He's shooting 4 threes a game, but he's shooting 43% from three while still giving you 48% from the field and 10 points and 5 rebounds. And he plays his role well, but he's versatile. He can play on the perimeter. He can play inside a little bit. He's mobile. He can handle the ball a little bit. And he is him and Bryn Forbes are steals with the salary they're getting paid and how much they're really playing when they needed to step up. They have been as good as a starter, and that's kind of scary considering that they're really reserves. Number 8, Josh Richardson having a breakout year, but I don't really hear that many people talking about it. I made a video about him in the beginning of the year, one of my first videos for this season, and Josh Richardson still giving you 18 points. Only thing that's really hurting him is that he can't really create his own shot at this point, which has really been his Achilles heel. He's shooting 40% from the field, but he also is giving you he's giving you enough points with 18 a game, and I like his game. He's becoming more of a 3-and-D guy, and he's being very exceptional at that with the last 2 years. But he has to work on finishing around the rim. He has to have better shot selection, and I feel like he has had a major improvement from last year, and he's going up and up and up every year. But he still has to work on finishing at the rim, his mid-range game, his stop and pop game, his pick and roll game. He has made major strides, but he's still not there yet. But for him to average 18 points a game on a team that's basically in the playoffs and they should be able to make it, and to be their highest scorer on a team like the Miami Heat when you have Hassan Whiteside, Goran Dragic, even though he went down, for him to be the leading scorer, that's a step in the right direction. And he was averaging close to 19 to 20 points this whole season. We'll see where he ends at, but this is a good sign for him that he has got steadily improved every season, and he's going in the right direction this year. He just got to work on finishing at the rim, knocking down elbow jumpers, playing better in the pick and roll. But like I said, he is young and he is getting thrusted into the limelight, and he's showing good results so far. So I take it. Marcus Morris is a guy for the Boston Celtics that a lot of people don't really realize how good he plays. He's highly efficient in his role, a good mid-range scorer, a guy that can score in isolation, a guy that can hit spot-up threes. He's a guy that nobody has really been even noticing how well of a season he has been having. And I like Marcus Morris, and I think that the fact that he's super efficient and he's very patient. He only started 16 games this year, and he's giving you 50% from the field in 11 attempts. He's giving you 44% from three. He's giving you 88% from the free throw line in 2 attempts, almost 3 a game. He's still giving you 6 rebounds and 15 points in 27 minutes a game. That's very impressive, and that's very productive. And I really had to show him love as a Celtics fan. Sometimes he even becomes the second best player on the Celtics a lot of games, and that's something that with the contract that he has and the minutes that he gets and the opportunities are very slim with a team stacked with talent. Marcus Morris has been one of their better players and one of their most consistent players, and he has thrived in his role under Brad Stevens and the Celtics. DeAndre Ayton is a guy. Only reason why I feel like he's underrated is because he came in as the #1 pick, and he's putting up solid numbers all season. I know his numbers dropped down to 15, but they're back up to 17. He had a couple explosion games. He's been a consistent rebounder, giving you good offensive rebound production and good defensive rebound production. He's giving you 11 rebounds a game as a rookie, and he's basically giving you a double-double since the start of this season. He hasn't stopped. He played well in Summer League, played well in preseason, but he has been playing against NBA starting centers. He has basically became a better pick and roll defender. Not great, but he's solid right now. He's becoming a decent passer, whether it's out of the pick and roll or is rather is at the top of the key, high post, mid post, low post. He's still keeping the ball moving if he doesn't have a shot. He's not greedy, trying to take all the shots and trying to really try to destroy people. I wish he had more of an aggressive mindset. But I don't want him to be narrow-minded, and I don't want him to be a hero ball player. But he has thrived playing underneath Devin Booker, and he has shown that he's better than Dragan Bender. He's better than Marcus Chris. He's better than Alex Len. This is a pick that has actually panned out for them after they kept trying to find a future big man. This is the guy, and he's playing better than Tyson Chandler the last couple years. So they finally hit on the pick, and DeAndre Ayton has shown that he's a starting caliber center so far, and he has a future to be an all-star center. And I don't see why he can't get better as his rookie season continues to go. And he might make a run at Luka Doncic for that Rookie of the Year because he's shooting 60% from the field, almost 80% from the free throw line, giving you 11 rebounds, 17 points, and 2 assists a game. That's highly impressive too for Ayton. He's leading the race, but Ayton is right there. 5, Spencer Dinwiddie. Spencer Dinwiddie has been basically an all-star caliber player right now. He's hitting game winners. He's hitting clutch baskets. He's carrying the team offensively. He's trying to become a decent playmaker. He's coming off the bench. He has been one of probably their best player and highly productive player, and their most consistent player. And he's only started 4 games this year out of 38. And he's giving you 46 from the field in 12 attempts, 37 from 3, while also giving you ball handling, off ball handling, shooting. This dude is doing it all right now, and I'm highly impressed. And I made a video about him getting his extension. He really does deserve money. He works hard. He has become bigger than what they thought that he would be years ago, and he has exceeded expectations to the point where he has definitely become their best player to me. And for him to come off the bench and be able to accept that, but still give it his all and be their most productive player, that shows you how how good of a player he is. And I love the fact that he's really getting paid and getting respect from the Nets because he basically defied the odds. And if they won more games and he averaged more points, he would definitely be an all-star, which is kind of crazy, but it's reality. Julius Randle, I'm not a big Julius Randle fan, but he has really showed a lot. I told you guys that this was going to be a breakout year for Julius Randle, not because um, he getting the opportunity, is because Alvin Gentry to me is an offensive genius, and Julius Randle showed that he had the hunger. He showed that he can play last year with the Lakers. People thought they was crazy for letting him walk because of the improvements that he showed, but he took the opportunity to go to the Pelicans and play with AD. Not only that, Nikola Mirotic went down, and he has been torching. He looks like the pick that he was, and I questioned that a couple years ago because he was drafted number 7. But he's living up to that hype right now. In December alone, he's giving you 53% from the field, 40% from 3 and 2 attempts. He's giving you 10 rebounds and 23.6 points a game. He just came off a span in his last 4 games, giving you 23, 22, 23, and 33 points a game. He is living up to that potential that he can be a star coming out of high school and college, and he will be an all-star if they was winning more games. But it's unfortunate. If he was starting, just imagine how much numbers will he be putting up if he got starting minutes from the beginning like he's getting now. But he has thrived. He has simplified his game, worked on his mid-range, just dominates in the post, became a more willing three-point shooter, even though he still needs to continue to work in that area. But he has improved to be a starting level player, and I wonder, will that be his future in years from now? Will he be able to be a 20-10 guy as a starter? He's proven that he can do it with the Pelicans, but we would like to see it, as a regular starter, not just a replacement right now. But Alvin Gentry has got the best out of Julius Randle. He's hungry. He wants to prove himself, and he's fighting, and he's doing it right now. Domantas Sabonis. This is another guy that's underrated at the end of the day, and he is having a season that people need to stop sleeping on. 62% from the field is ridiculous, very ridiculous. And on top of that, he's shooting 83% from 3, which is hilarious, but he's only shooting 0.2%. But that's still crazy that he's shooting 80% from 3. If you really look at those numbers, it's ridiculous. But considering that he doesn't take that much is a joke. 74% from the free throw line. He's giving you 9.6 rebounds in 24 minutes. Also giving you 3 assists and 14 points a game. This guy is as consistent. He's playing better than Miles Turner. He might be the second best player on the Indiana Pacers right now. And he had a terrible year with OKC. They wanted him to be a stretch 4. They wanted him to stay outside the paint, let Russell Westbrook do his thing. In Indiana, he's getting up and down the floor. He's knocking down threes. He's getting to the paint, finishing with dunks with 2 hands off the backboard, offensive rebounding, stop and pop, pull up threes, stop and pop, pull up jumpers. He looking like a small forward out there sometimes, and he's thriving. Nate McMillan letting him do his thing. They're not letting him hold back. Victor Oladipo was down for a couple games, and they still was able to win without him. And Domantas Sabonis has been one of the biggest reasons why, because he's been a consistent threat no matter what game, what opponent, what defense. He has been as good as it can be. Jrue Holiday, you already know how I feel about Jrue Holiday. I always feel like Jrue Holiday is one of the more underrated players in the league, especially because he's a good defender, but his name doesn't pop. You don't really think of Jrue Holiday when you think about the best players in the league. When you think about the best point guards, people don't never say Jrue Holiday, or they never put him in that debate. The real people that watch a lot of basketball and stay up with the sport, they know who Jrue Holiday is. But for the casual fan, they might not. But even if you talk to some fans, they don't put him in that elite category, mainly because he's been injured and he hasn't made it to an All-Star game since he was last year in Philly. But at the end of the year, at the end of the day, the playoffs, we've seen the true Jrue Holiday, and he got all defensive team last year too. But he's been healthy this year. He's been attacking. He's been basically handling the ball, getting wherever he wants. He's showing the ability to play off the ball. He has really proved that trading him for Nerlens Noel was a steal. He has been the perfect fit alongside Anthony Davis, and the fact that he wanted to stay in New Orleans was a huge thing because everybody wanted to leave. Eric Gordon wanted to leave. They got rid of Austin Rivers. They really didn't have nobody that really wanted to stay and play with AD. Even DeMarcus Cousins left. But Drew Holiday has been that consistent number 2, and he's shooting 47% from the field. He's been a highly efficient player these last 3 years. And like I said, the part that I'm happy about is he's been healthy so far this season, and his play 21 points a game and 8 assists. Plus, he's playing elite level defense, and he can guard multiple positions, and he's not scared to even guard star point guards or shooting guards or small forwards. Drew Holiday has been fantastic, and I am very happy that he's having a season that he's having, and he's having a career of being healthy and being productive and proving that he's still one of the best point guards in the league, even if he's playing for the New Orleans Pelicans. And number one, this is gonna sound silly too, but Blake Griffin. Nobody's talking about Blake Griffin. He's hitting game winners. His team is in the playoffs. I know they don't have the best record, but when you look at the talent that's on this team, what do you expect them to do? Reggie Jackson, Reggie Bullock. Uh, you have all these. Who are you really? Langston Galloway guys. Like Andre Drummond cannot even create his own shot. Reggie Jackson is a streaky scorer, even though I love his game, but they really have Luke Kennard. Like, when you look at this roster, like, what do you want them to do? They're still figuring out ways to win. They're still figuring out ways to close games. Blake Griffin has become a small forward playing a power forward position because he's handling the ball. He's creating plays. He's shooting threes off the dribble. He's hitting dagger threes. He's still dunking on people. He's still posting up when he has a chance. He's hitting elbow jumpers off the dribble. Blake Griffin doing it all. He has become a complete player other than being the defender. And I love the fact that he has a rebound season. And I love the fact that he got the Pistons back in the playoffs because I picked him to make the playoffs this season. And he has lived up to the hype. Most importantly, just like Drew Holiday, Blake Griffin has been able to stay healthy, and he has been able to continue to go out there and put up dominant performance game after game. And he has not missed that many games this year. So that's the most impressive part about this season, is seeing some guys have rejuvenated seasons. He's giving you 24 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and still giving you 46 from the field and 36% from 3. He couldn't shoot coming into the league. He has made himself into a respectable three-point shooter. He has made himself into a decent free throw shooter. He's became a significantly better ball handler, a significantly better passer and playmaker, one of the best in the league at the big man position. And now he's becoming one of the all-around threats in the league, and he's putting up some great numbers offensively. So I really wanted to make this list. This is not in order. This is just 10 players I feel like people are sleeping on, 10 players that people need to wake up on, and 10 players that really has made the best of their situation, has played out of their expectations, or really has put in the work, and we're starting to see it come to fruition. Happy New Year's, guys. Enjoy your holiday. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link will be in the description and in the comment section below for both. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for watching. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for riding and grinding with me. I love you guys. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. That's why I continue to go. And at the end of the day, I really couldn't ask for nothing better than this. You guys have continued to subscribe, continue to like, continue to support, and it helps me continue to go, because I could quit, I could give up, but knowing that you guys look forward to my analysis and my opinion, and you respect and have the credibility, respect for me, makes me feel more empowered to continue to go. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. Enjoy your holiday.